Hey, guys, we're back. Thank you for tuning in to Finally One Podcast.
I'm Kelly.
And I'm Natasha.
Today we're going to talk about something that comes up a lot.
And what is that, babe?
Not in our relationship. That comes up a lot in relationships, marriages, this new form of dating and all of this stuff. And that is money. Like, should marriages, and we're going to talk from marriages. We're not going to talk about if you're in a relationship, you're not married. We're going to come from a marriage perspective.
Show me the money.
Should marriage be 50-50 financially?
No.
Why?
You're saying 50-50 money.
We're strictly talking about money. Should the bills and everything be split down the middle? Husband pay 50%, wife pay 50%. And before we go there, let's make this disclaimer. Do what works for your marriage.
Exactly.
This is our opinion.
Right.
Do what works for your marriage. If it works for your marriage, and that's between you and God, but this is our opinion. Right? That's the disclaimer. So if you got something to say, put it in the comments. We got some bad comments already, so we ain't tripping.
Bring it.
Do you think money should be 50-50 in a marriage?
No, I think everything should be shared as one. You should have your savings account as you and your husband, and your bill account. You have that for your bills, and everything goes in there that you have for bills. But as far as, this is my money, I'm not paying for this or that, I don't feel like it should be separate. That's just my opinion. I don't feel like what's yours is mine, and what's mine is yours. So
that's how you feel?
Yeah.
And we've always been like that. So it's never been a time where we've been like, babe, you do this, I'm doing. We've never been that way. And her spoiled self, she automatically on, oh, you got it. You got it.
If babe, I ain't got it, he got it.
It ain't even about you not having it. She just always, oh, well, babe, you wait. What? She don't even think about it. I want to do this. But let's go back before we get into today's time where we can kind of do that type of stuff. Let's go back to, beginning of marriage. I'm working 2 jobs. You're not working. I'm paying child support. Mm-hmm. I'm paying, the rent. I'm paying, everything, right? Mm-hmm. You didn't have really, you wasn't working, so you taking care of the son, you was doing all of that. We didn't argue about money then. I never felt like, oh, I wish you would get a job so you can. I've always, as a man, felt like responsibility to provide. I never was on that, oh, you need to get a job, you need to help me, you need to do. I never felt like that.
No. And
I never felt like, when you started working and I started my business trying to figure it out, I never felt less than, because it always felt like we were one. We were always in it together. So it always went in one pot. And y'all want to hear something crazy? When we divorced, we didn't even separate our pots. Now, she got another account where she did other stuff with, but we still had access to our same joint account. She had access to my business account. She had access to everything financially. She never took anything away from me. I never took anything from her. None of that. Now, she would be nosy and seeing what...
That's all I wanted. I wanted to see what she was doing. So
seeing what I was doing.
I never did want to take or anything.
Yeah.
And if I needed something, I knew I could go to him and be like, hey, I need this, this, and this. Even we were divorced, he was with his girls and all that.
Yeah. Never.
Nothing was never separated, so I thank God for that.
Yeah, never left you hanging financially. Never and that was big for me too. Even our divorce agreement was for me to pay a certain amount to her, until she remarried or got into a relationship. But because I'm not taking care of no another man, but I felt like, you know, me divorcing her, I had a responsibility to take care of her and make sure she was good, even in our divorce or whatever. And that was a promise I made to our kids. I'm gonna always make sure she good, and I did. Well, you said, have I done that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I remember my son saying, "Yo, just make sure you take care of my mama."
But I done that, right?
Yeah,
so
you did.
I've always made sure, like, it didn't matter to me what it was. And I think that is a crazy argument to be worried about. It's like 50-50. And how, if you're becoming one with a person, right? How can a person that you're one with take advantage of you? Like, that mindset bothers me.
It's not right. If they out to do that.
Yeah, but even your thought process of thinking that, if you would think a person that you're marrying would take advantage of you financially, you shouldn't be marrying that person.
Right, like, you shouldn't be with that person. If that's the way you feel, that ain't gonna work.
My guy, we talk about him all the time, Pastor Rodney, like, he has been one of the best examples of a man and a man of God for me, as far as like how he serves and provides and take care of his family and all of that stuff. So many things like I've learned from him over the years, and how he, you know, takes care of, you know, the stuff and takes care of the family. So I'm blessed by that I had mentors. Now, my dad and my stepmom always had one account, so I think I got that from them. They wasn't good money managers, which I ain't got to go into that. My brother Rodney, great money manager. He knows different things. Like, he was telling me yesterday of, you know, a different level of working out points for, you know, with airlines, and how to get your status up to diamond and all that stuff. So that, I got a lot of that stuff from him. Like, and how he saves and where he puts money here and how he does this and does that. So I'm grateful for that. But this 50-50 thing, if you're talking about marriage, not talking about no relationship, if you're talking about marrying a person and you can't trust the person to become one with in everything,
Right.
money, everything, I don't think you should be getting married.
No.
All right, now let's talk about this too now. You got two successful people, okay? The husband, he's coming in, he's got $5 million. The wife coming in, she got $10 million in her account. Should they put that together and they both got $15 million, or how does that work?
Yes, they should put it together. That's
Okay.
that's being together. Like,
Worst case scenario, they get a divorce. Who should get what? And okay, they came in, he had 5, she had 10. Now they got $100 million. Who should get what?
now that's the 50-50.
Now it should be split 50-50?
Yes, because you was in it together, like, split that junk down the middle.
I agree.
Okay.
I agree with that. All right, you seen the movie Acrimony?
No.
That Tyler Perry movie with Taraji P. Henson?
Oh, yes, I have. Yes, I have.
Okay.
Yes, I have.
She spent all of her life savings, her inheritance, to help, you know,
Yes.
support the family,
Mm-hmm.
right? He makes a mistake. She listens to her brothers and sisters, divorces him, kicks him out. He begs for her, like, you know, please don't leave me. He loved her, this and that. He cheated on her once in high school. She forgave him. He never cheated again. He never did anything again. Go to the divorce team. He don't have anything. He's sleeping in his car. He gets a job at a restaurant. The woman he cheats with sees him. Not on some funny business. Sees him, starts helping him. He gets his deal off the ground. He gets this big opportunity, right? Signed this multi-million-dollar deal. He comes back to her, they're divorced. He gives her $10 million.
Yes, I remember that.
Buys her mother's house back that they lost and all of that. Do you think she deserved more? Do you think he was wrong for only giving her 10 million? How do you feel about that situation?
I felt like she got back what she like gave it. Like he didn't have to do anything, but he got himself back together and gave her back the house, the money. Like I think she was good.
That's why I love you. I've had this conversation with several women, including my stepmom, my sister. They were mad talking about she's supposed to got more. She should have got more. And I'm like, for what? Like she didn't spend 10 million.
Right.
The man gave her 10 million, bought the house back, and he didn't have an obligation to do anything. She takes him back to court to get more money. And the judge is like, wait a minute. So you gave her $10 million? He was like, ma'am, she threw the case out. Now she mad. Now she want to kill him. And it's like, I don't understand that.
Yeah.
So you agree. He did above and beyond. Because he never wanted to divorce her. He was not taking advantage of her. He was a man with a dream. Went after his dream. It took forever. Now,
just the fact that he even thought about her to give her that and more, like the house, like he knew he messed up and that went away and he got it back for her. Like I feel like that is
he done more than enough, right?
Yeah.
All right. Worst case scenario. I fell off, lost my business. I go to zero. What would you say? Or how would you feel? What would you do?
How would I feel? We were just going to work. Wait a minute. Is this saying you divorced me?
No, we together.
Oh,
no, we're
okay.
married, not divorced.
If you lost everything, we're in this together. We're going to work together and build back up.
Are you so sure?
Why is it? Because, like, you've had my back, I've had your back. Like, we're in this. What do you mean?
I asked somebody that question I was in a relationship with. You know what they told me?
What?
That I would have a period of time. Now, I posed the question like this. I said, hey, let's just say we were married. Because we were talking about this movie. I said, let's just say we were married. And I fell off. I hit zero. Lost my business, lost everything. You know what they say to me? They said, you would have a period of time to get it together or get it back on. And I was like, what does that mean? You'd have a period of time. You're not going to be taking advantage of me and me taking care of everything. And I said, wow. And that showed me what they thought about me.
Wow.
Does that make sense? Like, from what you know about me, do you think I'm a man who's just going to sit there and let you take care of me?
Absolutely not.
Break that down.
No, like you are going to grind, hustle, do anything and everything to build this back up. Like, you're not going to sit there. I mean, you might have a day where you're like, dang, but you have to get your thought process in order to go forth.
You know I'm going to put a plan together and I'm going to go get it.
Right.
I'm not going to sit. I'm not going to be comfortable. I'm not going to be. I've never been that man. And that let me know, number one, how this person looked at me, how they cared about me, and that they didn't really know me as a man and who I was. But that's why that's why I felt crazy when I was out there. I was like, man, I left a woman who truly loved me for me. And that's why I felt so foolish, because you loved me for me. It ain't never been about what we had or what we didn't have. You know, you slept with me on the floor on a mattress, never complained. And to be where we are now is because of you. Well, us, but you know what I'm saying? It's like your belief in me, your encouragement, your all of the things, that means a lot. Hey, do you need help in your marriage? Do you need some guidance? Do you need some tools? Do you need some action plans, some steps to becoming one? Well, great news. We created a course called 7 Steps to Becoming One. How we went from teenage parents to married to divorced and then happily married again, and how we got there. We were able to sit down, record this course, share our personal testimony, right? Give you the tools, all right? Provide a lesson, then give you scripture, give you an exercise and activities to help you become one. It was fun creating this, wasn't it, sweetheart?
It was very fun creating it, yep.
Why should they take our course?
What better way? Like, we've been through one marriage and it didn't work, we divorced, and now we're back together. So why not let us help you? We're back on this journey again. So like, yeah.
It was fun. It was fun. So we can help you. Real life stuff. This is not, we didn't create this course to make money. We created this course to help people. We didn't want to do it. We didn't want to write the book. We didn't want to create the course. We didn't want to do any of this. We are simply being obedient to the Father. The course is 8 modules, right? 8 weeks. You can get it done in 7 to 8 weeks, right? Depending on how fast you go, right? And you also get a digital workbook with exercises, resources, lessons, and so much more. All right. So listen, go now to sign up for the course. Go to kellyandnatasha.com. Go check it out in our store. You know, I know a lot of men who don't have that. It's like, but you encourage me, you believe in me. There's nothing you make me feel like I can't do. You know what I mean? You allow me to try things. You allow me to get my ideas out. You never make me feel like, you know, a failure or I failed or I'm messing up. Because I think, you know, I'm very responsible too. Like, okay, let's talk about this. How do you feel like I am with money?
Very responsible. Like, how you have to make money to spend money. Like you, like as far like take for instance my birthday. Like he has this broke down. We're doing this, this, and this. So if I make this sale, I am purchasing this, our tickets. If I make this sale, I'm going to purchase these tickets for us. And then like everything is falling into place. Every time he's made the sale, like he has to make the money to do it. Like,
because I don't want to spend the money I already got.
Right. And then like for birthdays, like he'll get his birthday money and he will set it aside, buy himself something for birthday. That's not for bills. That's not for nothing like that. Like, I mean, you're very responsible. And I've took on that, like, because even when we were married, your sister would always be like, you got that for your birthday. Don't be paying no bill. I'm like, hey, we got to have lights on. We got to do this. That's got to go in the pot. So, yeah, you've always been responsible. And I've always told you, like, if we were in a box house, like, it's me and you. I've always told you that, even when we lived in the trap house. Like,
the trap. Now, folks, listen to me. The trap, and I called it the trap. Number one, it looked like a trap house.
Right.
Right? That's number one. Number two, we made so much money out of the trap. Let's keep it funky. We made a lot of money out
not
of
illegal
the
things.
trap.
Like, that's
No. Legally.
Legally, yes.
We never did.
Because trap house, like drug house, that's what I think of when you say trap house. So I wanted to make that clear.
Yeah, let's make it clear. We've never done anything illegal.
Right.
Not ever. When I say we made a lot of money out of the trap house, it looked like a trap house, but we were doing legal things out of the trap house.
Right.
Like, man, like, and I think about it now. It was such a blessing to have our expenses so low. Mm-hmm. That's what allowed us to build my business, build Aaron's career, and have the flexibility to do all of the things that we did. Because our expenses were so low.
Right.
Now, just think if we were trying to floss and live like we live now, we would have been messed up. There would have been so many different things we couldn't have done and wouldn't have been in a position to do had we been, foolish.
Yeah.
So I'm grateful for that. But you've always been, like you said, responsible with money. You never just spent money. You never, went out. You never been, you just been spoiled since we got back together. You got to get your nails done and your hair did and all of the things.
All of the things.
Nails
that's the
done,
only thing.
done,
nails done.
Ain't nothing wrong with it. Do
That's
I
the only
complain
thing.
about it? I'll get your.
No.
The ladies be begging me to come. They're like,
where your husband at?
So, but no, I don't mind doing any of that stuff for you because
I feel like
you don't ask for
I
anything.
work, we go to work, we do this. Like that helps me. Like that's my care. Like
But
to
you
get my
don't-
nails done.
You deserve that and more. You don't ask for anything. You don't ask for Louis bags and all of this stuff.
No.
You like, what'd you say? You like Michael Kors, you like Coach and stuff like that. But you're so easy to please. You're not a hard woman to please at all, and I'm grateful for that. Like, I am grateful for that. But yeah, I love that we are one. Like, we are one. It's never, I ain't never gotta convince you, like, yo, we need to do this with the money, or babe, all I gotta do is say, hey babe, I got this idea, I'm finna try this, and this. And you like, okay, go for it. Or I'll say, hey babe, what do you feel in your gut about this move I'm about to make? And you'll say, even if you say, babe, I don't know about that, let's pray about it some more. Or same thing, you'll come to me, you'll say, hey babe, I'm thinking about this, doing this, and this. And I'll say, okay, let's sit with it for a minute.
Yeah.
Let's sit for a minute. And sometimes that's just so we can hear from God. Because God will give you a move. I'm telling y'all, like, if you don't get nothing else from this episode, sometime just take that minute.
Yeah.
Take that day or two. God will give you a play, I'm telling you, that'll blow you, rock your world, right?
What is it? Be anxious for nothing? Like,
be anxious for nothing. Don't be in no hurry for nothing. And I'll tell her, all right, babe, let's sit with it for a minute. Couple of days go by, babe, I got it.
Yo,
boom, boom, boom,
I was
boom,
woke
boom.
up in my sleep like, you need to do this. I'm like, wow. But if I would have went on what,
yeah, rush. You came to me and I said, well, babe, let's sit with it for a minute. And sometimes that's just so you can hear from the Lord. And it always happened. Like, I'm telling you, take that pause, man. Listen, and wait, and this is something I ain't even talked to you about. This has to do with money. So in my mind, I have this daily goal I want to hit in sales in my business, right? And what I be asking God for daily, right? And so lately, there's been this battle to focus on less. And I was like, why would I focus on less when I serve an abundant, omnipotent God?
Hey.
Like, He can give me what I ask for, especially I'm in His will. Does that make sense? And so don't let the enemy talk you into aiming for less. Your God said He'll do exceedingly abundantly above all you ask or think. Why should you be shooting low? Les Brown, one of my favorites, my very first motivational speaker I ever heard. He said a lot of times the problem is not that we aim high and miss, is that we aim too low and we hit. He says not that you're asking for something too high and you're missing. He said no, you're aiming too low and you're hitting it. And so if you serve a God who owns everything and everything is His, and time is not, He's not of our time, and none of this stuff matters to Him, $1.2 million is just a number to God. To you, it's a lot of money.
Come on, let's go higher. Come on, let's go higher.
Is that the truth?
Yeah.
$5 million, that's just a number to God. That ain't nothing to Him. That's nothing. Money is a tool. Like, it's a tool. And like growing up in the church, you felt like having money, doing all of this stuff was evil. And it's not.
Right.
The love, it says, listen to this. For the love of money is the root of all evil. Not that money is evil, right? But the root cause of a lot of evil is the love of money. Meaning, when you get to the bottom of why somebody done this, it's because of their love of money. Like the root, what's dug down into it, their love of money. Right? So if a marriage is having conflict on 50-50, or you and your partner getting ready to get married and y'all arguing about money already, it's like, bruh, it's like, why?
Right.
Like, why? You have to seriously think about you entering this covenant and you're gonna keep money in between y'all covenant. It's like when we got the divorce, I said to you, I was like, yo, do you want to stay here? You want to get a place? It was we didn't even argue about money then, but you let other people come into, girl, you need to get a lawyer, you need to get this. And I was like, yo, you know I'm gonna make sure you good. We didn't have no divorce where I hated her guts or she hated me. No, she didn't like what I was doing. She didn't like that I was, talking to do. But we never hated each other. And she knew in my heart of hearts, this is the mother of two of my children. Ain't no way I'm gonna let her suffer, or ain't no way I'm gonna let her go without. And did I? But you talk about you letting other people try to convince you that you needed to get a lawyer and you needed to do all of this stuff.
Yeah, once again, like I let other people like tell me, nah, you don't need to settle for that. You don't need to do that. And I didn't know, like I had never been in that situation before. I didn't know how like life was gonna be. So like I did let stuff overtake me, and I'm like, no, I'm getting a lot. And I'm like, psh, I ain't got the money for it. So if that's what he wants to do, like then give it. It's gonna show that he's gonna give me what's mine and what's I'm owed. So like I let him work out everything. He did, the lawyer did that. He just told me to come and sign because he wanted it out of it so quickly. But but like I let him figure it out. I had what I had in there, and I was like, I ain't going out with nobody because he paying until this happens. So
did I keep my word?
You did. You did.
That's it. It's like, stop it. So if we ain't never had no money in the marriage, why we gonna have money outside of the marriage? Like we ain't never had. Now I'm talking about, when I say money problem, I mean between us.
Right.
There were times we went through crunches. There were times we went through things, but we stayed like locked in with each other as far as like we were fighting. I want to end with that, what you just laughed about, right? I already know what you're talking about. When I quit my job, right? Mm-hmm. Let me tell you, you hold on to that. You gonna close it out.
No, you tell it.
No. When I first quit my job, we couldn't pay rent for 7 months. The landlord would be coming to the back door. Old white man, he would be scared because I was a big black dude. He thinking I'm finna fight. And I'm like, bruh, just give us some time. Like, I'm not working. I'm just, starting business. I said, when we get our taxes, I got you. He would be backing up thinking I'm finna hurt him because he would come now. Yeah. And I would be so embarrassed and so scared. We got our taxes, and I paid him. And he respected us for that.
Oh yeah,
he was like, man, you know what I like about y'all? He was like, if y'all tell me y'all gonna do something, y'all do it. He respected us for that. Yeah. So we feeling good. We got our taxes. We income tax balling. We ain't bought nothing. We ain't did nothing. All we did was get caught up on the rent and the lights. Mm-hmm. Right? I take the kids to Books A Million. We in Books A Million. We ain't even buying no books. We just in there looking. She called me hysterical. Tell them to go from there. You pick it up from there, and then I'll close this out.
I watched the account. Like I seen stuff come in and go out. Like I was trying to. I guess I've always been in finance, so I was always looking, doing the books or whatever. Mm-hmm. So I'm looking on the account, and I'm like, what? Like our money's gone. Like
it's like the last 3,000 or
yeah,
something.
It was gone. And I'm like, I called him frantic. What did you do? What did you do? Like, how did you do this without talking to me? Come to find out, we had a medical bill that we had not paid, and they had taken us to court, and we were supposed to make payments on or something. We had skipped the payments. They took that from our tax return.
Garnished our money out of the bank.
Took it, wiped it. But, I mean, I thank God that they got their money and it was done and over with. But I'm just like,
it didn't feel good.
Man, what are we doing?
We went right up.
We was on that high and then came
back to
right
zero.
Back down.
Back to zero. And then not too short after that, I'm at my desk. I'm working. You upstairs. Yep. You come downstairs. What do you say? I'm like,
we gonna get food stamps or something. Like, I'm tired of this. We don't have no food in here. Like, what are we gonna do? And he looks at me and says, go check the mail.
Like, I was like, get out of here. Go check the mail. Like, it didn't even penetrate me. I was like, go check the mail.
Go check the mail. So I go out, and there was a check in the mail. I don't remember what it was, how much.
State of Virginia, we either overpaid or something happened. State of Virginia, it was about $1,000. and you come back in crying, apologizing.
Yes. I wanted to bow at his feet like, I'm so sorry. Like, I'm so sorry I did that. But I was just frustrated. Like, we've gone through so much that had happened. And, like, I wanted, like, to feed my family to have more than enough. And that check came in the mail right on time.
You funny. But nah, we've never had those money issues as far as like, oh, this 50-50, you got your half, stop it. Mm-hmm. Even though we wasn't one spiritually and all of that stuff, we've always been one financially. It's always been we together. The bank account always had both of us on it, right? Yep. And same thing, she'll tell you what happened. So my birthday money this year, you talked about me separating my birthday money. You remember what I did with our birthday money? Because I don't want to spend the other money. I didn't want to take money from somewhere else. Listen, if you would like for us to come to your church, share our testimony, or come to your next event, do a workshop on our 7 steps to becoming one, we would love to. We would love to share how we went from teenage parents to married to divorced and then happily married to each other again. Sweetheart, tell them how they can get in contact with us.
Yes, reach out to us through email. It's admin@kellyandnatasha.com. That's ADMINKELLY and NATASHA.com.
Yep, and you can also go to the website.
Oh yeah, the website is kellyandnatasha.com.
Yep.
Simple.
We would love to help your congregation. We would love to help and be a blessing to your event. So just go now. Go check us out.
Yeah.
Let's see if you remember.
You took that and bought books, didn't you?
No.
What happened?
I paid for the audiobook.
Yeah. Well, I mean, books.
But you know, I'm saying, like, I paid for the production of our audiobook because I didn't want to take money from, our regular account or our business account. So, like, at the end of the day, I'll sacrifice anything to make sure she's good. Like, I will make myself laugh. Like, it don't matter. Even the kids, like, our kids are spoiled. Not Aaron. I won't say Aaron.
No.
I've made Aaron a man, and I'm grateful that he doesn't call us asking for anything.
No.
They just want us to babysit, but that's it. But he don't ask us for money. He doesn't do anything. But them girls, Dad, love my baby girl. Dad, can I borrow $50?
I'll give you it back when I get paid.
And be like, baby, you ain't gotta give it back. But and they don't ask for nothing much anyway. It's like, my oldest daughter, she's having that adjustment of having a husband.
I was gonna say that she did.
She pushed the panic button. My baby called Dad and said, "Hey, baby," she said,
"Dad,
I need a car.
I need a new car."
I said, "You got a husband?" She's like, wait, my car messed up, my engine. And I said, well, baby, there's so many steps we gotta go through, and it's gonna bring us on home. If you taking that pause and not reacting. I said, baby, there's too many steps we gotta go through before you just get a new car, because one place says you need a new engine.
Tell them the blessing in that, though. Like, just taking that minute to pause and...
I said, hold on, we not finna fight.
Yeah.
I said, now, if you and your husband want to just go get a new car, that's fine. I said, but if I'm going to be a part of this situation, we're going to sit back, we're going to pray, we're going to talk to God, we're going to get an answer. We left breakfast, me and her at Ross. I said a quick prayer. It wasn't no long prayer. It was like, Lord, I trust you. I believe in you.
Right.
I'm believing you for the answer. Please make a way and tell us what to do. Amen. Get a text from her husband, say, hey, I've been doing some research. There may be a recall on her car. I said, okay, bet. Here's what we'll do. Monday morning, I'll take it over to Kia, see if she qualifies for the recall, and we'll go from there. He said, okay, thanks, Pops. I take it over there. They said, we're going to check it out. If it qualifies for the recall, all we'll need is the records of the upkeeps, oil changes, and stuff like that. I tell her, I say, hey, babe, get the records from our oil changes we done on it and blah, blah, blah. Do call me not even an hour later. Yup, it qualifies. We're going to put a new engine in there. They put a brand new engine in her car. All I had to pay was like $50 for one of the belts, and she got a brand new car.
Won't he do it?
All it took was that pause. I didn't frantic. They were frantic. I was like, listen, baby, it's so many steps we got to go through. And God made a way. So if you're thinking about marrying somebody, and this 50-50 thing is a big thing, question and ask God, should you be marrying this person if you can't trust them with everything? And one of our upcoming episodes, we're going to talk about the true intimacy and truly being naked, like how uncomfortable that is. We're going to talk about that. But give the women some advice on that whole thing, like the outlook on money or marrying somebody for money and how they should be looking at that part of it.
Don't look in it as for the money. Like, see that man's heart. Like, see what his beliefs, his heart, all of that. Like, it's not all about money sometimes. Like, money does help things, but see the heart. That's what I say.
That's good. You should not be in a position going in where you have to take care of a man. Okay? He should have something to bring to the table.
Right.
So his heart should be most important. Like, where's his heart? Right? What's his relationship with the Father? Is he sold out for that?
Right.
Will he work? Does he have ambition? Right? Is he lazy? Now, if he's lazy, he plays video games and all that, you can't, what you gonna do with that? If this man is a hard worker, right? He loves God, he loves you, he's ambitious, he's not lazy, guess what? You two together, when you enter covenant, there's going to be a level of favor that is unlocked over his life that's going to take you all to another level, especially if you guys truly become one and go through whatever you have to go through, the warfare and all of the things that's going to fight against you, the level of favor that's going to come to you all, you're not going to be able to measure. So look at the heart first. Like, judge the heart first. Relationship with God, their ambition, right? And you know how much they love you. Now, laziness and looking for you to take care of them, are they a man that makes stuff happen? Like, can you depend on that man?
Right.
Can you depend on me?
I can depend on you, babe.
Why can you depend on me?
Because you've never let me down. Like, through all that we've been through, like, you have stuck by and been there. Oh, stop. I'm trying to talk and stay focused.
Stay focused. What? Talk to the camera. I'm looking at you.
I could depend on you for anything. Like, you have been there. Stop. Like, guys, let us know your thoughts on the 50-50. Like, I need to see some comments down there. Let us know. And if you have questions, give us the questions.
Yeah.
Just if you got questions about us, just ask.
She could have took it all. When we got the divorce, she could have emptied the account out, but never did. Like, never, ever. She never took $1 without saying, hey, babe, I need this. Not even babe.
I was going to say, I didn't say, hey,
you call me babe. But I'm saying, like, when we're divorced, she would be like, hey, Kelly, I need this. I need a little extra this month. This happened.
Yeah.
And it was done. Love got the same thing. My daughter, so, like, spoiled. Like, I could never. Same day,
Relax.
Mom, I need, or Dad,
Relax.
I got, what was the thing because I just had a flashback.
Yeah.
The audacity of, only because I couldn't do it. She just like randomly, yeah, I need $300 for this. Oh, you just do today? Just need, so I just got it, right? I just got $300. And I have it.
I was going to say, but did you have it?
Yeah, but that ain't the point. The point is, I never had that luxury. Like, I didn't have to, I'll say this, after, I want to say 16, I ain't asked my dad for nothing. If that, even if I asked him for something, but I've always been a hustler. I've always been an entrepreneur. Like, I paid for my own proms and tuxedos, all of the things. My parents didn't pay for my prom. For graduation, they got me that car, but they got me the car, the gas, all of the other stuff, that was on me. You know what I'm saying? So, it's a blessing, so I'm thankful. I'm back.
Right?
I'm thankful
Yes,
that
dog.
I can take care and provide for my family. But she was just same day, but like love, same day. I just don't like moving money. She just told you I don't like taking money from
What's
this
the
place to this
scripture?
place.
Ask and it shall be given unto
That's
you.
to the Father.
Right,
Not
but
your
you still
natural
gotta
father.
ask. You gotta ask your father too.
No, you supposed to
Ask and it shall be
your
given
heaven
unto
Father.
you.
Your
Pressed
heaven
down, shaken together, running over shall men give
No,
unto
you
you.
didn't mess that whole scripture up. It says,
How did I?
give, and it shall be given unto you. Press
That's
down.
what I said,
You said,
didn't I?
ask, and it shall be given unto you.
Yeah, my bad.
Ask, and you.
Give and it shall be given unto
Right.
you. Give and it shall be given unto you.
So it's.
Pressed down, shaken together, running over.
You have
I'm
not because you
sorry.
ask not. You didn't mix that whole scripture up. But it's, you have not because you ask not. So, but I was with you, baby. I wasn't going to let you be Jack Lane
Thanks.
preacher out here.
Thanks.
I got you back. But yo, give us your thoughts on 50-50. Should husband and wife go 50-50? Now, dating, you should it should be 50-50. Well, first of all, we don't believe you should be shacking.
Yes.
If you're in a dating situation, right? Ooh, this is how we're gonna end this because we keep getting the same question from this same person. We're gonna squash this once and for all. If you're dating, right, you shouldn't be shacking. But I feel like if you're in a dating situation, and you shouldn't be paying bills and all of that stuff. Each person should be responsible for themselves. But I feel like that I'm from the cloth that the man always pays, the gentleman always pays, right? Mm-hmm. But I do think that sometimes the woman should offer to pay for a date. I'm just talking about date strictly. And at least for his birthday, if you have kids, Father's Day and stuff like that, I don't think the man should pay. You agree?
I can see that, yeah. Because I was going to say, wait, as a date, I think you should be paying. But
sometimes you don't think she should reciprocate and pay sometimes?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Like say, hey, I want to take you, or ladies, let me help y'all out. You want to make a man feel good, or make a man feel like you care about him, or you're thinking about him. Just one day, just randomly one day, cash out him some bread. Say, hey, get your hair cut and get you some lunch on me. Like, I'm telling you, you want to make that man feel good, because we don't get that.
I see.
You know what I'm saying? Like we don't get that. Like, go get your hair cut, have lunch on me, or just lunch.
But if our money is together, we not splitting. Like,
I'm talking about dating.
Okay.
I'm not talking about. But even now, you do get money where you can say, hey, babe. You do get money where you can be like, babe, go
All right,
do
I was
this.
just trying to keep on track.
I'm not saying I need anything. I'm not saying I need that from you. But one of my love languages is thoughtful acts of service.
Yeah.
But anyway, so here's the question we're going to end on. We get somebody keep asking you, can you go on a date with no money? They keep asking us this.
How you gonna do that?
You can go on a date with no money.
Oh, you said, okay.
Can you go on a date with no money?
You answer that.
Yes. You just got to be creative. You got to be creative, right? Mm-hmm. And and it depends on what the woman that you're dating likes.
But you gotta have the money to prepare for that.
Not necessarily. So, okay, say for instance, if you know you're dating a woman who likes outdoors or fitness or whatever, a date can be the park, walking around the track, or Sugar Hollow walk. That's a date.
But I think she's saying, like, because you gotta eat. You gotta.
So a date has to consist of eating?
Yeah.
It's not a date if you don't eat. A date you gotta go to.
Food. I think that's what she's meaning. Like, I think you should find some type of way to have some money to get a snack at least.
That brings up a whole nother topic. We might be opening up a whole nother episode because should you even be dating if you don't have money or your money is not right? Another episode. We're gonna end right there. Final thoughts on money in a relation, in a marriage? Money in a marriage.
I say it's nothing separated. Like that's what I believe. Like it's not 50-50. Like we all in this together.
I agree 100%. It's one pot. If you become one, you should become one. And once again, do what works for your marriage.
Yeah.
Between you and your husband, your wife, and God. But we believe in it being one. And marry someone that's on that same path with you. I think that's important too. Like me and her, we got the same spending styles. And we just on one accord when it comes to that. Mm-hmm. So I don't even have to worry about that. She don't have to worry about that, me doing something crazy, because I'm going to consult her, because I want to use her God-given intuition. And when I listen to that intuition and she encourages me to do something, if I'm on the fence, it always works out. It multiplies because of the favor. Can't close it out no better than that.
Right.
Thank y'all so much for watching. Make sure you tune in next week, next Wednesday, 12 p.m. noon. We out. Now she finna put out.
Hey guys, just wanted to come to you thanking you for checking out the Finally One podcast.
Listen, this is what we need you to do. We need to grow our following. So make sure you subscribe to the podcast on YouTube. Make sure you're sharing these episodes. You don't know what couple that they may help. So subscribe to us on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, and more. You don't know who you're going to help. And make sure you're following us on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok.
Yes, guys. Share. Help us.
Yep. And you don't know who you're going to help. So it's not about us. It's about helping couples, right?
Share. Yeah.
So share, like, subscribe. Help us get our following up.